So one of the things that I think was really important about our discussion yesterday was when this pipeline actually begins. And so what we just found out is that we've been told for a long time that oftentimes this pipeline starts in third grade. But as we can see, it's actually starting a lot earlier than that now. And many of our preschool babies are being lined up for this particular pipeline. Schools right now, it's important that you recognize the power that you all have to disrupt that. I think one of the first things that Dane talked about when he joined us several months ago was about us being disruptors and us actually making sure that people understand that we're not here just to simply have a conversation, but we're here to do something about it. And so when you see young people in our schools every day, it's more than just us educating them. It's about us keeping them out of this pipeline altogether. So I definitely wanted to just touch a little bit on that. A good friend of mine from who's a principal out in Cali right now, who's doing a lot of good things, and he was on with us. He used to be on with us a lot more, but again, because of the time difference, he's been missing. But he and I reached out to him and we talked. And so I asked him to join us today to kind of talk a little bit about some of the restorative things that he's doing. He's taken social media big time as well to do some stuff. So I just wanted to introduce my brother from California, Principal Amen Raw. Are you in the building, Raw?
Hey, what up, King? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good. So, tell us a little bit about you, man. We ain't seen you in a while, but you know what?
Hey,
but let me say this to you though. I see your involvement and your interactions with those of us on OSG, regardless. It's 1 o'clock, 1:30 there.
And so, man, it's prime time.
Yeah, so we know you're in the midst of the struggle right now. So, we thank you for taking the time to talk to us a little bit about it. If anybody has followed me on my OSG Instagram and things like that, I've been reposting quite a bit of the stuff that he's doing. And I just wanted him to come on and to talk a little bit about what's going on out over there. But, for those who don't remember, reintroduce yourself to us, bro.
Man, I appreciate you. Man, I appreciate the whole OSG fam for just having me here. Man, I love the work that every one of you guys doing, man. It's phenomenal. A little bit about myself. I'm Amen Raw, born and raised from Compton. I opened up my own high school out here in Watts. My whole family from Compton and Watts. So this is my backyard. So it's more than the school. You know what I'm saying? This is the giving hope to the hopeless, voice to the voiceless, and help to the helpless in regards to providing critical hope for my babies. Really, man, it's just trying to revolutionize the educational experience, man. It ain't that many black male anything out here up in Compton and Watts, you know what I'm saying? So I'm one of the youngest trying to do just different things. I teach a class called Gentlemen to Kings, where I take 30 of my at-hope boys, and I take them under my wing, teach them a little bit about macroeconomics, the capital markets, and just how to be a king and navigate this system. I lost one of my babies during this pandemic. He completed the act of suicide. So it made me just reevaluate just how I can get better at my craft and just try to reach every kid and do what I can to just, get them the pathway to hope. You know what I'm saying? I know Akbar, me and him, we connect. It's like getting them life ready. You know what I'm saying? And in order to do that, I gotta challenge the system. I need them to see my presence. So I'm here and they see, they got to be able to see it's possible and see themselves in me. So that's just a little bit about myself, man. I come from a family of educators, the youngest of 6, a Nguzo Saba, the 7 principles. That's what I live by. That's what I stand for. That's it, man. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah, brother. And we appreciate you coming through. Again, like I said, we know it's prime time for you over there and there in your area. But talk to us a little bit about some of the stuff that I think you got something jumping off this Sunday.
Yeah, man. So, a lot of people have been always asking about how to implement or revolutionize their school culture with restorative justice. And a lot of people, they always looking at justice and shit. My bad. I don't even know if there's a platform for that.
It's all right.
But they looking at justice. And they, that's the first thing they always want to talk about with our black kids unapologetically. And it's like, no, we need to build something amazing. right? You got to build something magical. We out here in LA, we Disneyland. So I need that on my campus. So now if something happened, we can restore it back to that. So I'm doing 6 workshops on Instagram Live just for people to come in, and just I'm going through how you got to be trauma informed first and know sacred knowledge. Like the sacred knowledge is key. You know, if you're gonna really do this work, you got to be, you know, going into that, building community. We're gonna talk about repairing the harm and just build up to how you just get to a restorative school, right? So I'm doing that for the next 6 Sundays, and then you know, got the revolutionary OSG is up in the book. You know, I got the revolutionary school culture book that's gonna be dropping December 30th. December 30th, I'm dropping my first book. It's on the day of Nia. If you know about the 7 principles, that is purpose. And I'm dropping that intentionally because I feel like I'm walking in my purpose. I just posted today that, man, I gave up that whole code switching when I was an assistant principal.
Vision, and I'm really looking to transform education because people really don't know how much we truly do. But we're definitely going to show them they can do more than people even believe. We're not putting limitations on them at all. Here, and a lot of focus was on the culinary arts program, which is our premier program. So I said, well, if you're redoing all of this and you're redoing the entrance, can you make the entrance look like a hotel lobby so the students can have hands-on experience? And they said, sure. I was not expecting how much it would actually look like a hotel lobby. I was not expecting that level. I mean, it blew my mind the first time I saw it. It's amazing. And
you mean you wasn't expecting the blessings? Is that what you're saying? Come on, brother. When you said that, as soon as you set that vision and you said, I accept, as soon as you receive that mission, you know, and I'm gonna go back to Pop because he's always like, don't think small because you're gonna be small.
Mr. Logan, jump on real quick. Let everybody see your face. Mr. Logan,
can you see me?
Logan?
Can you see me?
Why I wanted you to come on is because it's something I'm extremely proud of that I wanted you to share with everybody. But first of all, just let's tell everybody, how old are you, Rob? How old are you?
I'm 27 years young.
27 years young. And so you want to tell everybody about your latest project and what you're doing?
Yeah. So I decided to write a story, and it started from a friend just hit me up and telling me, let's do a children's story for youth, for young people. And when I thought about that, it kind of just became an idea that I held on to. For about 2 years, I kind of like went back and forth with even sharing this idea. And it's a sport I play called squash. I grew up through that, got a scholarship, went to Wesleyan, did all that, and I worked with young people coaching that. But I wanted to create a story about communication between our adults and our young people. The main premise of it is when the adults mess up, do they apologize to their kids? Do they hold themselves accountable to the same thing that they're asking them to? I just, like, in my experience working with young people, I've seen such potency in being consistent with them. If you mess up, then you could say, that's my bad. Because they have now a lived example of how to do it, especially when it's difficult. Because you can't ask them to say sorry and really mean it if they never seen it in their lives and they don't see you do it. So
Priscilla, hold on a second, right? Priscilla, do you remember that? Do you remember those words? Do you remember that conversation? Priscilla?
I do remember. I do.
So give them the brief of what took place when we were together at Children's Village a few weeks ago.
Okay, so, well, there's several conversations that went. There's so many powerful things that happened, and one of which that you said was the apology, where he apologized to all the kids for anything any adult has done to let them down. And he said, you know, I want to, on behalf of all of us, parents, teachers, whatever it was that let you down from this point, from before up until this point. And then he said, now you have a clean slate to start over. Now you have a clean slate to put one foot in front of the other and obtain anything that you want to do. And then you have a group of people here that's willing to support you. It was a really dope moment that touched all of us. It was incredible.
Thank you for sharing that, P. And so hold on one second. I need everybody's attention on this one. All right. So me and Ak, after like fighting tooth and nail about his hair and all kind of stuff, this is the book cover that we decided on, the picture for his book cover.
My hair's still not, you know, cookish, but I can live with that one. You feel me? Like,
as long as you have your signature piece in the middle, that is what is
Yeah, we see it. It looks good.
Yo,
Listen,
somebody blacked that out. One of the artists blacked it out. Said, yeah, I blacked it out, blended with the white. I said, bro, they wouldn't even know who I am if you blacked it out.
No, we would not. That is that's the act in the act bar. Okay.
And so
nice.
Just
that's
mention
fire.
the symbolism of it. Just mention the symbolism of it, man, and what it meant to you when we first designed it.
So I mean, that's so open-ended, Dennis. Like Dennis with these open-ended questions for me.
Yeah, because it's your joint. Because it's your joint.
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't. I missed. I'm gonna keep it G with y'all. We all family in here. Like I just was late because I was on a call with the producers of the Ellen Show, right? And one of the questions that they just asked me, they was like, yo, Ak, like, you know, like, can you tell us about the impact of being on Ellen? Like the impact of being on Ellen, like I say, I get out of police tickets, I get in the clubs, I get everything. All I say, like, you don't remember me from Ellen or whatever? So I'm joking with them, but really it's really about just and Brown noticed because he was with me at West Side. Like, you can't change the culture of a building if you come in there like with the whip. That's why I kind of, you know, I laugh at, you know, how Joe Clark did it, and no knock on him, right? But you can't come into school with a bat now. You serious, man? Them kids will lay you out right outside or in the building. So it's literally like, come on. So if Joe Clark had a bat, I'm coming in like with a heart, like, you know what I mean? So, and then you guys do it every day. Like, you guys know I'm preaching to the choir. So that's why I wanted to, when Dennis approached me about doing a book, I said, it got to be something about focus on the love or leading with love.
And we're going to continue the discussion around the school to prison pipeline. But the whole objective here is for us, our kids to never reach the end of that pipeline. And let's do what we got to do to disrupt it early. So again, thank y'all so much for coming again. You know, everybody who couldn't make it on has already texted me and their apologies and stuff like that. So again, Loon, Dame, and Fia had to jump off, Rochelle had to jump off, a few people have to jump off. So thank y'all so very much. Again, y'all don't got to go home, but we're going to close it out anyway. So those of you who going to stay, y'all stay. But I love y'all and I'll see y'all soon. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for spending your time.
Bye, everybody.